My name is Sheryl Matsuoka, the CEO and President of the Hawaiʻi Restaurant Association and the Hawaiʻi Restaurant Association Educational Foundation. The countdown is on to the Hawaiʻi Restaurant Association's Food Service Expo, the official HRA show for 2025. This is the only expo created exclusively for Hawaii's restaurateurs and food service industry professionals. And we're bringing together the best in the business for 2 incredible days. Mark your calendars, February 26th and 27th at the Neil Blaisdell Exhibition Hall. We're beyond grateful for the support we've received from our amazing sponsors, exhibitors, and industry partners. So get ready to experience cutting-edge technology, groundbreaking products, and fresh solutions designed specifically for the unique needs of Hawaii's food scene. And what makes our expo truly special, it's designed by our industry. It is your show, built to help Hawaii's restaurant and food service professionals thrive. So let's make the Expo, the must-attend event of 2025. We're thrilled to continue our series of conversations with exhibitors who will be showcasing at the Expo. So I'm joined by 2 wonderful guests. I was told ladies first. I'm going to first have Melissa introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her company.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl, so much for the introduction, as well as just allowing us to come and speak on here. Everybody, my name is Melissa Onishi. I am an energy advisor for Hawaii Energy, and particularly I handle the sectors, restaurants, grocery, anything relating to food service. So, very appropriate that I'm going to be on this podcast. Hawaii Energy, we're known to help business owners make smart energy choices and save money on your electricity bill. So that is what we are known for. But I'd like to hand it off to the next guest on here too, Alan.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm Al Hornstein, proud and president and owner of Lenox Metals, LLC out in Campbell Industrial Park. We've been in commercial industrial recycling for, let me see, this year will be our 37th year.
What? No way.
I know, no way. I was thinking about it the other day. And, last night I spoke to another group, Naomi Giambroni's group at the magazine. And, when I get up and I talk to people, all I can think about is where I've been and what has happened. And I'm surrounded literally by the best staff in the world. They're great people. They're my people. I love every single one of them. And they work very, very hard. It's not an easy business to be in. It's a hard business to be in. And when I started as a kid, that's how I learned. I learned from the ground up. I was in a family business back on the East Coast, and how I ended up out here is another story. But I did, and the dream that I had was to build my own recycling business. I always dreamt about that from age 12 when I fell in love with the business. And I said, one day I will, and one day I did. And so today's business is, business is a challenge every day for all of us. I think several years ago, we were challenged, the world was challenged, and those who came out are here today to talk about it. This past year, we had to come back here, 2024. It was exciting. And you know what? 2025 is going to be even more exciting. I can tell you that. We're involved in large demolitions around the city. Some that are coming up are the Aloha Stadium, the dry dock down at Pearl Harbor. We're very involved with harbor demolition and relocation of assets. And we do a lot of that with very large companies, the Dredgings and the Kiewits of the world. Great clients of mine, the best clients. And so we continue this into 2025. I sort of took a back seat a couple years ago to the business, excuse me, and I just decided that sorry, it was uh, a way to leave training and safety and all that other good stuff off to a great staff. So, and I'm only doing special projects, and then I get to do a lot of what I want to do, which is non-working, is raising money. We have a big fundraiser coming up for Variety School, my son's old school for the autistic. And we raise lots of money for them. I'm looking forward to that. But I also have 3 or 4 other nonprofits I give back to as well. And for me, it's about giving back. That's what I get to do. That's what satisfies me. That's what makes me happy. And here we are. And I was thinking about the very project that pulled me back into the restaurant thing, which was almost 12 years ago, when I was called in by Hawaiian Dredging to do a top to bottom relocation of rooms, assets, kitchens. And I was amazed at how much metal was coming out of the Halekulani building that just sent I said, how did I overlook all this? You know, and from that, we got more work at the Halekulani, smaller relocation of asset down there, and recoveries. And so the hotel trade became a target market for me.
Nice.
And we've done nearly 20, 25 projects for various hotels who are, they're redesigning. There's a complete nuance of redesign down in Waikiki, both for existing and new hotels. The hotel industry is on fire right now. That's the way I see it. And if they are, I am as well. So we're following out around a bunch of projects now. It's quite exciting to be in our business.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you, Alan. I just also want to mention, I'm going to bring some people over to your booth, sir, because there are other industries that will be at our expo. As you know, this is for the whole food service industry, right?
Right.
So just everyone, Sheryl keeps talking about the Hoover app because I paid a lot of money for this app. So I want to be sure, Melissa, that everybody's using the app and they're researching, Alan, you're already on it, but then you can see all the other attendees. Alan, you're right. I have a lot of hotels coming to the show. So you'll see all the hotels that have already registered for their badge. We want everyone to register for their badge. You can go to the Hawaii Restaurant Expo.com website and register for your badge. You also will get to see all the exhibitors that are already registered for the show. Our show is in a few days, right, Melissa? So I've already cut off the exhibitor booth part of it, but you're going to see the more of the industries populating. Alan, on top of the hotels being on fire, there's going to be a lot of our supermarkets. And Melissa, you talked about it. A lot of the supermarkets will be coming. I know a few supermarkets that have just recently built, right, in Kaneohe, the ones that have closed, like the Foodland Kalihi, right? They're all like, it's like the timing, Alan, you're right. It's the timing of that whole industry. So we have, on top of the hotels, on top of the supermarkets, on top of you'll see country clubs, you'll see golf courses. When we were over at the Pearl, which is where the Hawaii Restaurant Association golf tournament will be this June, I told Roger Mina, I said, you better register, because he's over at the Pearl. There was a whole big, what did they do? They shut down and then they renovated the country club, Alan. Pearl Country Club, right? So he's bringing all his country club, F&B people, right? And then they're invited. I have a lot of the DOE, the Department of Education, a lot of those people who, they feed a lot of students, Melissa, right? All those school lunches. So they'll be coming to the expo. A lot of the hospitals, I have a lot of assisted care. Assisted care homes, so you'll see it in the app as you can see them registering. And
Great.
yeah, it's a whole lot of people. And these people, it's so funny, the assisted care and the hospitals, when I called them to invite them to the show, they are like, Sheryl, we would love to come to your show because we do have huge cafeterias and our audience is a captive audience.
Mhm.
I said, because they're assisted living, Alan, they can't leave. I
That's
said,
true. That's true.
Yeah.
so they said, we eat a lot of food. We have a captive audience. So yes, we would love to come to you. When you go through the
Oh,
when you
God.
go through the app, you'll see all the different industries, Alan, and you're right.
Sure.
A lot of the industries, as you said, are on fire. So
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
please register for your badge early. Register so that when you come in, you're not standing in line, and then you can just grab your badge and then come on in.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to first ask Melissa, ladies first, what motivated Hawaii Energy to get a booth and be an exhibitor in the Hawaii Restaurant Association Food Service Expo?
Yeah, I want to just take this opportunity to really express my enthusiasm. Like we're really, really excited to be a part of it. And we're always down to support events like this one. It's not only a great way to network with other individuals in the restaurant space, and now I'm learning that there's other areas too, like the healthcare sector, which we have advisors in the hotel and healthcare sector. So that's really exciting to hear. And it's just particularly valuable to us because, our program is here to help. We're
Yeah.
here to help owners save money on their electricity bill. And, not only are we doing that, but we really work towards also providing lasting tips, right? So helping them conserve energy in their day-to-day operations, because sometimes, these owners don't realize habits are sort of like, they go unnoticed and they do certain things for a period of time and not realizing that it's eating up their bill. So we're there to kind of bring awareness and say, hey, like something as simple as putting a timer on something could really pay big difference in your bill. So, of course, and any effort that you do, we always want to give money back for doing those energy related projects. So, really as an advisor, I push customers to jump on the rebates and talk to us, and don't be afraid to ask us questions. So that's what I'm really excited about. And that's what motivated us to come and support this expo.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so you can go ahead. The country club guy, his name is Roger. So go ahead and look him up in the app because he was coming with his staff, and then he's calling all his country club friends, golf course friends. I am taking advantage. I was just telling Melissa, I have a new UPS store in IAA, and so we just put in window tinting, and we are getting a rebate. So thank you, Melissa, for the program because it helps, all businesses, right? We all in Hawaii, it's tough having a business, and so anytime you can get a rebate, it just helps. And like I told my husband, it's the long-term effect. That tinting is going to keep our electricity bill down. So it's an excellent program. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And he's a big advocate of your program. So yes, even from when yes. So now, Alan, oh my God, I have been out to his location. And Alan, I think on this podcast, you should ask people to call you and make an appointment to go down. I've been to Alan's location. I tell restaurateurs all the time and business people, just have Alan come in and look at your things. I mean, because you're going to renovate in anyway, and you're going to out, right? I had told those guys over at what is the one in the old Canterbury? I told them call Alan because they were renovating that whole I don't know what it's called, space, right? So
is that the downstairs area?
Yes. Yep. I tell them all, call Alan, go to his location, go out and see what he has. It is amazing. Oh my God. It's a great facility. It's important because it's saving, it's recycling, Alan. It's so important for our world, right? For the next generation.
It is. I mean, someone asked me to describe my business in like 25 words or less. I said, how about 2 words? It's called organized chaos. Okay. And just come out and see it. Okay. And everyone, got a great laugh out of that, but it is. I mean, it's noisy. Okay. Everyone wears hearing suppressants. I mean, helmets. Everyone's dressed from the nines to the head to the toe. I protect all my people, and because we are the stewards not only of handling recycled materials, but also of waste products that are floating around from load to load. I mean, my biggest client that I have is Hawaiian Electric here on this island, but we also cover the neighbor islands as well for the sister companies. And I must tell you, the activity, including as of late, Lahaina, we're involved in that cleanup as well. And the day that happened, the president of Maui Electric called me, who I know, and said, "How soon can you get equipment over to Lahaina?" And I said, "You give me a green light down at Young Brothers, I'll have it there in a day or two." And that's exactly what happened.
Nice.
So we're donating a lot of equipment, as other people are donating equipment. But we have our relationships, with the sister transmission companies, the sister companies to Hawaiian Electric, and of course, Hawaiian Electric here on this island. They unto themselves just keep us busy. But outside of that, we have military contracts. In fact, we just started contracting with Par East and West about 4 or 5 months ago. And also recently, the Hawaii Health System. We took over 3 hospitals and all their recycling needs. So there's, like I say, activity, and people want to be involved in that. They're tracking their sustainability targets.
Yes.
Either in money or diversion of metal, and both very quantifiable type monitors, and so we help them with that as well. But it's a very active marketplace right now, very active. Metals are highly priced, high values, which are good, and we're getting involved in one of the larger demolitions out at, this is the old plant out at the old Chevron plant, which is far west. And so we'll be working alongside our partner in the demolition business, taking down asset and recovering everything, mostly in 100% recycle methods, which is what the companies want today. So it's a very, very big target. So like I said, 2025 it's raging for us right now. That's the way it is. And looking forward to the new year. Yep.
I love it. And as Alan said, he has such wonderful employees. I've known Michelle now. Alan, I don't even know how long Michelle's been with you. It feels like over 10 years.
Yeah, no, actually 17.
Okay. Well, I've known her over 10 years.
And did you hear recently about Michelle?
No.
She's my new vice president.
Oh, congratulations, Michelle. I'm going to shoot her an email. You have such wonderful employees that are so loyal to you, Alan, because you're such a wonderful, wonderful man that, they all want to support you. And so I invite everyone to go see Alan's plan. I invite everyone to call him up and see what he can take and how this whole program works, right? Also invite everyone to reach out to Melissa, because like I mentioned, we're taking advantage of the window tint and the rebate of that whole program, right? It's just everybody needs to look at every area to be able to be so profitable and stay in business. That's what it's about, right? And that's why this show is so good, because we'll send this out so that restaurateurs can learn the services that you folks provide. And I just want to have you also touch Melissa, on what products, services, and programs are you going to be showcasing at the Expo?
Well, we'll be talking about our range of services, which falls under, collection, transportation, materials. We recycle anything that is a steel product. We recycle anything that is a non-steel product, which is copper, brass, aluminum, more known as non-ferrous metals. We do both every day. And so we have container load after container load moving in and out of our facility. We have a 4-acre facility, Melissa, out in Campbell Industrial Park. And it's busy from 7 till 3. We are just like a freight train. Okay. And so, I mean, when I walk in and my people are excited and I get a smile out of everyone, they've just set my day. I can then close the door and be happy because everyone's working toward the same goal.
Nice.
And they work very, very well together.
Nice.
Other types of programs like I said, we have contractual obligations that are out there. You know, Hawaiian Electric, par 3 and 4, or par East and West. Recently, the Hawaii Health System. And of course, we're down at the dry docks with our other client, dredging,
Yes.
taking scrap out of the dry docks now. Another 4 or 5 year project. That's going to be ongoing, and hopefully by mid-year, when our state people get their act together and finally, you know, hire the right demolition company and the right recycling company, we will be there. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Melissa, can you share with our members and viewers what type of products, services, and programs you're going to be showcasing at this year's Expo?
We have two incredible programs, one called the Empower Grant and the second one called Energy Advantage Program. And I really, really wish more restaurants would participate in these programs. So I'm really glad we're going to be at the Expo for that reason. So take Zippy's, for example. That has been one of my best customers, and majority of their locations have already received grant funding that has covered roughly 50% of project costs. For commercial kitchen equipment, they did refrigerators, ice machines, freezers, and with increased reliability. And another one would be Zippy's Coco Marina as well. They participated in Energy Advantage, which is our lighting program. And guess what the savings is? They save about $8,500 annually
Wow.
from changing out their lighting.
It's
Yes.
just lighting. Just lighting.
Just lighting itself. So that is why
That's
we are
crazy.
telling people, you got to jump on this right now.
Sure.
And man, it's like we really want to engage with the restaurateurs and just everybody, not just them, you know, everybody in the healthcare sector, everybody in the hotel sector, and to really jump on these opportunities, because that's what we're all about, is helping you guys and save money too. So big savings.
Nice. Nice. So now, before we close this show, Alan, I just want to give you folks an opportunity to say any final remarks, because I've already invited them out to your location.
Sure.
I told them to go out and see you out there, right? Because I've been out there, hard hat and everything, right? So please, Alan, any final remarks before we close this?
Yeah. I would invite people to visit our website. Our website is like golden. Okay. My younger brother, who was in the prior years in the website designing business, helped me out with it. A couple of sharp kids from India designed it, put it together for me, colors, all kinds of things going on in it. It's very informative. And there's also some personal sides to the website as well, which I like. But it tells our story. It tells our complete story. So I invite everyone to the website and go through it. And we also have 10 podcasts in that particular website, which basically tells you how to hire a recycler. Okay. Educationally, I felt I needed to do that without having any bias toward us, but here's how I hire a recycler, you know, and, you know, things like make sure he has insurance, make sure he has a license, make sure, you know, the other normal things, the real things. And so we have our 10 points of podcasts. You should go through that. And then we have a I'll just call it a personal story of my son and I. That's where I'll leave it.
Nice, Alan. Thank you so much. Melissa, any final closing remarks that you'd like to make before we close this podcast?
Yeah, Sheryl, it seems like you made it pretty clear in the beginning. Don't forget to download the app. Be sure to check out Alan's booth. And all the other booths, as well as ours for sure. You know, look for people like me wearing our iconic blue Hawaii Energy shirt. We love to have a conversation with you, getting to know your business and how we can help you. For the most part, everybody on our team is just willing to help and provide some kind of service so that you can save money, you can focus on other areas of your business, because yeah, that's been all the talk, you know, rising costs in many areas. So that's my last words is just make sure you download that app and visit all the booths.
You're on the
Very
committee.
good.
Very good, very good.
On the committee, okay.
And I just want to mention, because I get scoldings all the time, we have so many people flying in for this expo, not only from the mainland,
Yeah.
Alan, people with cheese and all the people I've had on this show, they're flying in. So the Alamona Hotel and the Prince Hotels are also giving special discount codes, because if you just tell them it's for the expo, then they give you a reduced room rate. The other thing they tell me
Oh,
to
wow.
forget to remind everyone, right, that they have to register ahead of time for their badges, and that way they'll avoid the long lines like Melissa said. So
Right.
just want to say,
Super.
I just want to say mahalo to my incredible guests for joining me today and sharing a little bit about their businesses. Please go to their booth at the expo, get to meet Alan in person, get to speak to Melissa. As I mentioned, we're taking advantage of the window tinting so that we can get a rebate. I want to remind everyone that the Hawaii Restaurant Association Food Service Expo is your opportunity to connect with top industry leaders and explore really game-changing resources for your restaurant and business. Mark your calendars, February 26th and 27th. HawaiiRestaurantExpo.com is the website where you can register for your badge. Thank you for tuning in today. In today's episode. If you enjoyed watching this podcast and these updates, please give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe so that you're notified whenever we do another episode. Stay tuned for more episodes, and we'll continue to highlight the Expo's must-see features and special guests. The Hawaii Restaurant Association is the organization unifying, representing, and supporting the Hawaii restaurant and food service industry. Please remember to nourish connections, savor life, eat well, and live well. We look forward to welcoming you to the Hawaii Restaurant Association Food Service Expo. And again, mahalo for your support. Until next time, aloha.